Hello, my name is James Liska, and I'm a member of the Dickinson College class of 2009. I've been interested in politics for a long time, and when I came to Dickinson, I was hoping to experience working on the ground and perhaps working for a campus political group, helping local candidates get elected and maybe expressing myself politically. As a member of the College Democrats for the past 4 years, I've found that there's something about working together with people that's really exciting. And I've been really excited to kind of express my own beliefs politically and grow politically. In 2005, after 1 month of working in a campaign and kind of working with the College Democrats, I decided I wanted to put my thoughts onto paper. I wanted to write down what I'd been experiencing, what I'd been feeling, kind of how I'd been growing, and then write that down and track my progress. After a couple of mistakes and edits and changes of topic, I've decided that I wanted to write about my political experiences as kind of a retrospective. So, for the past 4 years, I've been writing, and now in one week or so, I'll be publishing a book. It's called A Fever of Words, and it's about my 4 years of political activism at Dickinson. March 2008 was to be our most trying month. I didn't know it at the time, but during this month we'd face some of our biggest challenges and our biggest successes. I knew that we had a great deal of work to do in terms of awareness raising for the election for the month following. Students for Obama, now in full swing, realized that it had more people interested in it than it expected. I found this number to be very encouraging, not only because we had lots of supporters for Obama, but these were people not just interested in working 1 or 2 events. These were people that would be with us for the long run. That was just what we needed. I was at the mall in Connecticut with my friend Andrew during spring break when I got a call from someone identifying herself as the Obama campaign representative for Carlisle. Her name was Samantha. Samantha mentioned that she wanted to meet up with me to discuss some of the national campaign efforts in Carlisle, as well as, assumably, pull the College Democrats into the fold. Tiffany mentioned that to kick off the Obama campaign's efforts in Carlisle, they had arranged for 2 speakers to give a pro-Obama and pro-voter registration pitch. I immediately liked the idea, and sensing that this could be very valuable for party building, I decided to find a way to make it work. She mentioned that our speakers would be television stars Zachary Quinto, Siler on Heroes, and Dule Hill of West Wing fame. I knew that these speakers would draw a large crowd due to the popularity of those shows. I came back to Dickinson on Sunday, March 16th, and immediately went to the hub to meet Samantha and her coworker, whose name was Christian. Upon meeting them, I could tell that we'd be in for an interesting time. They were enthusiastic about Obama, absolutely. But they also had that elusive quality that made them unpredictable. The way they introduced themselves, acted, and appeared suggested that they were not used to conformity. Other than this, they seemed quite pleasant and ready to pitch headlong into an arguably uphill battle. We had a problem, though. The Conference and Special Events Office case requires at least 2 weeks' notice for reservation of events. Unfortunately, we just found out about our speakers the day before. I went and spoke with them about hosting the event for the next day with a planned attendance of over 100 people. I was not surprised that they did not take kindly to this request. On one hand, I could not blame them. Their 2-week rule was clearly in violation, and they also disliked the legwork required to make such a large event happen in such a short amount of time. But there was nothing that I could do. We were promised these speakers only the day before. Such an event was too good to pass up, and I was certain that I could make it happen if we reasoned with them. So I emailed President Durden asking for some advice. See, I was certain this event was going to draw a good crowd. And coupled with our need for some top-level publicity and increased public interest in our campaign, we really needed some help. And I concluded that we couldn't do without this. I simply wanted some advice on some possible solutions. Maybe a different venue to put it. Maybe a venue to put it that would not require Case's approval. I checked back with Case later that afternoon, and I can assure you it was an exercise in restraint for them. I could tell that each employee was not happy that I had spoken with President Durden. However, like I noted before, I was going to not let this stymie our plans. President Durden had asked them to book the event for us. Facilities management set up 150 chairs in the social hall west, facing the podium. I was not sure how many people would be in attendance, but I knew that 150 would be plenty. People started to file in, passing by the voter registration table we had set up at the opening of the hall. Many people signed up. Unfortunately, it's not possible to have an exact count, but I expect there to be a good crowd in any condition. Accompanied by an Obama campaign publicist, Zachary Quinto and Dule Hill arrived at Dickinson. Andrew Williams and I went to the ATS parking lot to meet them. I had not had any real interaction with television celebrities before, so I must admit I was a bit starstruck. Having watched The West Wing in my youth and Heroes much more recently, I was excited to meet these celebrities. But most of all, I was excited that they came here and chose Dickinson to speak. Dickinson is not a large school, and Andrew and I were certainly glad to get the media attention. Andrew and I began the talk with a few words and then introduced our speakers. They connected well with the audience because they phrased their support for Senator Obama in terms that college students could understand and to which they could relate. Each speaker spoke for a few minutes on not just who they supported, but why they supported them, and also why they should get involved. Both Quinto and Hill urged students to register to vote, regardless of party affiliation, and discuss the issues and events between friends and engage in debate. This, they felt, would better serve to assist a student to understand the issues and candidates they would leave to make a better decision. Although they supported Senator Obama, they encouraged everyone to register to vote. After the talk, they spent a few minutes meeting with Dickinson students and fielding questions. I was very grateful for their visit. This not only gave our voter registration drive a celebrity boost, but it also increased awareness and support for Senator Obama's candidacy. The officers of both group and I felt that this was a success.